and welcome back to Alyena's Kitchen, where today we're going to be making some pecan and chocolate chunk cookies that are made with brown butter and some bourbon. I am in love with these cookies. They are so delicious and they're perfect for the holiday season. So let's get started. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do in making these cookies is make your homemade brown butter. This is super easy to do. So today I have quite a lot of butter. I have 8 ounces or 2 sticks of butter, and I'm going to add this into my saucepan and let it completely melt. And we're going to be cooking this over medium-high heat for about 3 minutes until our butter starts to brown. And one thing is you're going to want to be constantly stirring it, making sure it doesn't burn. And once you see all the little brown bits in it and it starts to get that golden color, you know you're done. Now you're going to want to pour this into a bowl, making sure to scrape down your pan to get all those little brown bits, because those really have a lot of flavor. And now, I don't want to put this back on the oven and have it burn, but now you're going to want to place this in your fridge until it's completely chilled and cooled, so about 2 hours, and you want to make sure it's not liquid at all. It's like a normal firm butter. So let's put it in our fridge. Now we can move on and make our buttered pecans. So over medium heat, we're going to add in 1.5 tablespoons of butter and let this completely melt, and then we can add in our chopped pecans. So today I have 1.5 cups of chopped pecans, and we're just going to cook this for about 4 to 5 minutes until our pecans are lightly toasted. Now we can start putting our cookies together. So the first thing you're going to want to do is whisk together all of your dry ingredients. So the first dry ingredient I have is 2 1/3 cups of just all-purpose flour. And to that, I'm going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, this one really depends on what type of butter you used. If you used unsalted butter, add in 1 teaspoon of salt. But for me today, I used salted butter for my brown butter. So I'm just adding in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we can just whisk this all together and set it aside. Now I also have my brown butter, which is out of the fridge and is nice and firm, and to that I can add in both of my sugars. So today I have 1 cup of dark brown sugar that I'm going to be adding in, along with 1/2 cup of white sugar. And now we can just beat this together until it's nice and silky smooth. Now we can add in our vanilla extract, and today I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla that's going in, along with one of the most important ingredients, the bourbon. So you can add in, this is optional, if you want to go alcohol free, go for it. Today I'm adding in 3 tablespoons, but you can add in from 2 to 3 tablespoons, it's up to you. Has that nice strong alcohol smell. And now we're just gonna beat this together until everything's totally combined. Now, while our mixer is beating on low, we can add in our eggs, and today we have 2 large eggs, and let each egg fully combine into the batter before you add in the next one. Now I've gotten rid of my mixer, and I can fold in my dry ingredients until everything is mixed together. So now we can add in our buttered pecans, which I'm excited for. These are so tasty, along with our chocolate. So today I'm using 8 ounces of chunky chocolate, which I've just cut up from a chocolate bar, and I'm using 4 ounces of dark chocolate as well as 4 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Now this is the best time to actually sample your cookie. So delicious, so creamy. I love the chocolate and the butter pecans and the bourbon, and all goes so well together. Now you're gonna just want to use a spoon, and you can take a pretty big amount of your cookie dough and just roll it together in your hands, because these are gonna be some chunky cookies. And then you also don't want to place them too close together on the pan in case of spreading, but I do find these cookies don't spread too much. Okay, and now this last step is optional, but you can take some pecan halves and press them into the top of the cookies, or put them anywhere on the cookie you want, just to add in a little bit more decoration. And now we can place these in our oven at 375 degrees for about 10 minutes, but just check on them, see if you like them more crispy or more soft. It's all up to you. Now the best part, getting to taste them. So my cookies are out of the oven, and I also let them sit on the pan and cool for about 10 minutes so they're set. And look how pretty they are. I'm so excited. And so here I have a cookie that I've also kind of just been eating off on the side. Mmm. So good. Mmm. So full of flavor too. It's so packed. And I also want to say a big special thank you, I can't forget, of who I got this recipe from. And it's Baker by Nature, and all of her recipes are absolutely fabulous. She's one of my favorite bakers, so make sure to go check her out. Also, if you are as big of fans of cookies as I am, there should be a recipe right here or right over here of my peanut butter chocolate chip oatmeal cookies that are just so yummy, so check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Bye now. I'm gonna go off and eat all these.